What's going on, ballers? Thanks so much for tuning again and welcome back to another BigJBasketball box break video. And today we are not breaking any boxes because we have a special edition video today that I'm calling Grade the Trade. So we only have one package for this, but there's a lot of stuff inside here. So essentially I sent out one card and got 6 cards back in a trade with another Deni Avdija collector. So this is a little bit of a reverse of what I've done in the past of my consolidation projects where I sell and consign a whole bunch of lower dollar cards and then upgrade into one big card. So this is kind of the opposite of that. But I still think it was really beneficial to my PC, and I'll talk about it as we go through the trade. So I've already shipped off the card that I traded out, but it's not a big deal because, and I'll just start showing off what's in this package that came back in the trade. So looking at our first card, you'll see why it's not a big deal that I'm not showing off the card that I shipped out. So first card we got back in the trade is this Deni Avdija Absolute Glass Case Hit BGS 10 Pristine. So for anyone who's been following the channel for a while, has seen my collection videos and like BGS and PSA reveals and things like that, I had a raw copy of this card that I sent off to BGS for grading, and I got a pristine black label. So this one, the difference between a black label and a pristine from BGS is a BGS 10 pristine has to have 3 perfect 10 subgrades and only 1 9.5 subgrade. If there was any other 9.5 subgrades, this would only be a BGS 9.5, and the only way to get a black label is to get all 10 subgrades. So I had someone reach out to me, again, big Deni Avdija collector, that really wanted the black label I had. I did not want to trade it. I kind of kept turning down every trade offer that came my way because the black label is only a pop 2. There's only one other out there besides the one that I had. They've never sold publicly. I didn't know what kind of value to assign to it just because it's never sold. So we didn't really come up with like monetary values on a lot of the stuff. It was just like he sort of kept adding things to sweeten the deal, and I've eventually broke down and traded the black label for this card plus all the other cards that are in this package here. So again, without really knowing the true value of the black label versus this one, I'll just say the black label is worth maybe double what this one's worth. Last sale on an Absolute Glass BGS 10 Pristine was back on March 24th of this year and sold for $160. So maybe the black label will be worth a little bit more now. Even this card, I think if it's sold now, would probably sell a little bit more. Deni's market has gone up a lot recently. Even by March, his market was still ticking up. So a lot of sales from April and May are more than sales from back in March. But let's just go with $160 as the value for this card, and let's say even like 3x the amount it was the black label, or 4x, whatever you want to call it. Make up your own value in your head as we're going through this. So first card that we're getting back, again, I'll put $160 value on this since that was the most recent sale a few months ago. Okay, so that's card number 1. Card number 2 that will show off, and you'll see why I put this card up in the back. And I put the Alonzo Mourning up in the back as well because I did this as part of a consolidation video, but really it was a trade. I actually traded like 6 or 7 other cards for this one. So the last time I did a big trade, I got that back in return. So again, kind of doing the opposite, getting rid of the bigger card and getting smaller stuff back in return. So let's look at card number 2. So all these cards I got back, excluding that one, are all draft cards. So they're all not in his NBA uniform. They're all from him in his Israel uniform. So first card I got back is a PSA 10 of this Case Hit Campus ID card. So these are both case hits in Contenders. This is from Contenders NBA, 1 per case. And same thing here, 1 per case. These are from Contenders draft picks though. So already had one of these, and I had been wanting to pair this one with it for a while. And again, most recent sale on this one, a PSA 10 of this card has not sold in over a year. So back on March 15th of 2024, one of these sold for about $60. So from a year ago till now, his market has definitely gone up a lot. So let's say this is worth maybe 100 or so. But again, if we're going just by most recent sales, this is $60 on that value right there. And then I think the last 4 cards are all in the same package. So let me open this up. You can already see the first one on the front. So I will open this up and we'll go through these one by one. So you already saw the first one. And this is a really nice card. This is from Flawless Collegiate. It's Rookie's Gem Signature. So it's got the rookie shield on it. It's still sealed with the Panini Flawless seal. It's numbered out of just 10. This one's 4 out of 10, and it does have the little piece of diamond in the middle of the card right there. That's why this is an encased card and not just like a regular autograph that would have come out of the box. So get this out of the case here. Really, really nice looking card. Most of my Deni autos are from NBA sets, but there are a few Collegiate sets I do like, Flawless being one of them. I have some really nice Deni Flawless autos. So this is a really nice addition to my collection here. So last sale of this one, and actually I think the guy who traded this to me actually bought it recently, because I was able to find a sale from March, I believe it was March 11th of this year, and it was a $100 sale, and it was the exact same serial number. So if you look on eBay from this sale back in March, you'll see this exact card selling for $100. So that's the value I'll place on this one. So we got 60 bucks here, 100 bucks here, and next card. And so some of these cards I may keep, some I may end up flipping. This one right here, I'm going to be flipping for sure, just because I actually have this exact card already, but it's a really nice card. It's from Contenders Draft. It's an on-card autograph, and this is the ticket stub parallel, which was numbered to the player's jersey number. So Deni's jersey number and Israel was number 8. So this one is numbered out of 8 right there, 5 out of 8. And it does have a little bit of a die cut shape to it. It's kind of like cut out here and in the corners to kind of make it more look like an old school ticket stub. This is the variation B. There's actually 3 versions of this card. There's the base, then there's a variation A and variation B. So there's 3 versions. This is variation B. I actually have variation A and variation B already. I would love to find someone who has the base and wants to trade me that one for this variation. I'm sure that will be next to impossible to find. So I'm planning on doing a really big Deni Avdija consolidation pretty soon. I've got a lot of stuff saved up, doubles and other cards I can consign to upgrade into a new card. So since I already have this exact same card, this one's gonna be part of that consolidation. Again, most recent sale on one of these is back from December 11th, 2024 of last year. And it's actually a card that I bought. So I bought one of these for $70 back then. So again, hoping if I do consign this one, it'll probably sell for a little bit more. But if I'm using the most recent sale, this is at least a $70 card right there. So that's going in the, well, again, these two definitely keeping. This one gonna be flipping. This is another one I may or may not keep. We'll see. This is a green fast break from Prizm Draft rookie. And this is numbered just 2 out of 5. And the reason I say I might sell just because I don't really have a lot of like green disco cards like this. Even in the like partial rainbows I've chased for Deni's NBA stuff, I never really went after this type of parallel just because it never was a great match to any of his uniforms or anything like that. So being numbered to 5 might be able to get a good amount of money for this one. So not this exact card. There's 4 different cards he has, or 3 or 4. He's got 2 base cards plus a Global Prospects card plus I think like a National Pride or something, or Global Prospects, and there might be a 4th one. It might be only be 3. Oh, Crusade I think is the 4th one. So Global Prospects, Crusade, and then 2 base cards. So he's got 4 cards in the Prizm Draft base set. So I couldn't find a sale for this exact one, but it was actually, I think it was either the Crusade or the one of the Global Prospects cards sold recently on March 30th of this year for $96. So again, this might be like around $100 card if I include it in a Deni consolidation, but really cool. Number out of 5, another rare card added to the PC. And then we got one more here, and I'll take it out of its mag case. Another from Prizm Draft, and you can see this one is gold, but it's not just gold, it's actually black gold. So it's black here and then gold here and then kind of black on the other side. Really interesting way that they did the black gold. I like how it kind of fades in and out. A lot of the black golds have just like hard lines on them, but this one was pretty cool. So again, this is the other base card. So this is, which one was this? This is card number 6 in the set, and this is card number 46. So these are the 2 regular base cards he's got in the set. This one numbered 3 out of 5. So again, black golds for Panini Prizm products are pretty much always numbered out of 5. Again, most recent sale on this, couldn't find one individually, but I did find someone who sold both copies. So they had the black gold of this card and the black gold of this card, sold them both in the same lot for $200 total. So again, just like the most recent sale I could find for this one was around $100. If both of these sold for $200 total, again, I'll just do some simple math and divide that by 2 and estimate value at this one at around $100. So you can see it got, for just the one black label, I got the same exact card back in just 0.5 less on just one of the subgrades. So this surface got a 9.5, and honestly, there's a tiny, tiny, tiny piece of me that almost wants to crack this out and wipe it down really, really well and see if that fixes the 9.5 on surface. That would be crazy to actually crack it and send it back in and get another black label back after getting all this stuff with it. But I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments if you think that's worthwhile or not. Maybe I'll just keep it as is. Again, I don't like to put too much value in cards where the whole value hinges just on the grade. So having the exact same card back, and that's almost exactly the same grade, just a little bit worse with a 9.5 surface subgrade. But to trade the black label, get the same card back plus 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cards along with it. It was a no-brainer to me. Again, I kind of kept saying no until he kind of kept adding more and more cards. First it was like this plus a little bit of cash, or this plus maybe a couple cards. And he's like, hey, I'll give you all these cards along with the same card back in a PGS 10 pristine, because he really wanted that black label. So adding up the most recent sales of all these, and again, we said some of these sales are old and some of these cards would probably sell for a little bit more if they sold now, but even at the older, lower sales, it's over $400 in value for these 5 cards right here. So what do you guys think? If you had a black label of a card and you were able to get a BGS 10 pristine back plus another $400 worth of other cards, would you do the trade? And again, I don't want to look at this as winning the trade or losing the trade. We both got the cards we wanted. He got the black label he wanted. I got the card back plus a bunch of extras that I wanted as well. So I think the trade worked out really well for both of us. So I don't really want to look at it in terms of like winners or losers, but go ahead and let me know in the comments if you would be willing to do the same type of trade that I did for this one here. So that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys liked a different kind of video, and that's going to be it for today. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one.